forgot to ask for it first, but I can take a look afterwards. It's okay because I know you're getting yourself.
Okay, Jess, I'm just gonna remind you. Yeah.
Before we start, this is a thing for Allie that might help you. The stand is on your right side, but you conduct with your right hand. And so if you need to turn pages, you have to do it operate across the body.
Thank you.
And we could do this right now if you like. In my classroom, I would try to put the piano on my left-hand side because then I can throw cues to the piano without having to turn my body. So would you like to do that?
We can.
Yeah, it would be worth it, even if you noticed it in the beginning part of your rehearsal, if you've got a well-behaved group that you can move it in the first part of your rehearsal.
You can never just leave anything alone.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to be in a classroom where you would have a grand piano, a lot of times for younger groups or for less experienced groups, you put the piano on your right side so that it opens to them. But then you'll notice that you have to cue with your right hand or turn to cue the pianist. It's just kind of a pain. So when you go into second semester conducting, it is totally within your right to move the piano where you want it for when you get up. And then all your colleagues will go, oh.
We're complaining. Okay, class, I just want to remind you that this side of Aubrey and Kelly and Colin, this is part 2, and on this side is part 1. Okay, that'll come in handy later. Okay, I'd like to keep your scores closed, please, and I just want you to repeat this rhythm after me. Okay, now speak this text after me. Ready? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night.
What immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?
What immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?
Thank you. I have an A. Okay, and you all can open to page 11. Raise your hand when you open to page 11, please. Thank you. So we're going to sing from measure 49 on a Da. So there's your A. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're going to sing just that from the same spot, 49. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. No, let's put text with it. 49. Yeah.
Do you want us all to sing together, or are we
Yes,
singing
right now we're
parts?
just going to all sing together.
Okay.
That'll come in handy later, okay? So from now on, we're going to sing through measure 62 and then stop. Is there a question back there? Yeah.
What was measure 62?
62 is the bottom of page 12. So we're not going to start page 13.
Okay.
Okay. We'll play it this time. So measure 2, 3, ready, go. Tiger, tiger, running right. In the forest of the night. Not immortal and alive. Flame like eagles symmetry. The stars, the countless spheres. Dogs and heavens with their tears. Take these smiles for to see. Okay, thank you. Now, let's speak through the rhythm on top of page 13. So, I'll give you one. The eighth note pulse, it becomes the triplet there. So it's gonna be like da 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 da, like that. Kind of builds. So on text, 1, 2, 3, ready, go.
Did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamp make thee?
Good. Do you want to try that on pitches? Good. We're gonna do it. Please. 1, 2, 3, ready, go.
Did he smile his work to see?
Thank you. Now, you see where it splits into part 2? I'm gonna have this side of the room sing only part 2. This side of the room sing only part 1. Starting from measure 49, we're going to use piano accompaniment. Ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Let's do that one more time. And let's see if we can give it more energy this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I like the idea that you don't want to have the stand on the side where you need to cue, but I think it would be better if you did have it in front of you, just lowered. And you could turn the stand back. So I think the gesture, believe it or not, needs to be slightly higher. Sort of like sternum level, especially because the gesture is smaller, and so if it's low, we can't see it very well, and it needs a little bit, it needs more rebound. If you can think like you're touching sort of something that's hot, like, oh, hot. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And elbows can still be out. Yeah. So will you, maybe could we start at measure 59 and just conduct us?
Yeah, please.
Or 49, I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay. Part 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, sorry. Did I say?
You said 59.
You said 59. Oh, do you want to start at 49? Sorry, on page 11.
Let's
Let
do
me
that.
give you a section.
Page 11, part 1 with you guys.
So, and I know that you're so good you can do this. Why don't you give us the 4/4 measure before we come in?
Yeah.
So that your choir would get used to that's how they come in off of that. And maybe even Scott would play that measure.
You would love to. We're gonna set the measure before. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and to tell the pianist that I'm just gonna cut them off on one and just immediately release it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't think you need to give the extra. There are times, many times where you really don't need to conduct that little release for the piano on beat one. Yeah. Well, the singers would need the cut on. They will need that for that level. Yeah. Good for you. Much better. I think that, you know, if this adjective helps you, or we need sort of more snap in it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, notice how it doesn't take up much space, but there's snap in it. Yeah, yeah, but it got better and better. Yeah, much better. And I liked how, did you notice he had to think about how he's going to bring the piano in on a 4/4 measure first? Yeah, and you certainly could say 3, whatever. Yeah. So, comments for Braun? Yes.
I liked how you had us repeat after you in the beginning, but I would do 2 measure phrases instead of
Yeah.
4, because I don't think it would have been as successful if they had never seen the piece before. We could anticipate the text because we've seen it
Yeah.
a few times.
Or, you know, if you prefaced it, if they kind of crash and burn the first time, you could say, it's going to be bigger. Listen carefully. And you could do it as kind of a challenge, but I do agree. I sat there going, I wonder if they'd be able to
Yeah, I
remember.
wondered what was gonna happen when I was like, oh.
And then I also have one more thing. I would just like, at the beginning when you started, your tone of voice, you almost seemed like uninterested. Like, maybe it was just me, but like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like, I felt like you didn't want to be here. And I was like,
Yeah, you'll notice that in the video. We all have little quirks like that. I remember when my husband was a Luther student, they would say the same thing to him. Later on, as his choirs get to know him and stuff, he has that kind of, he's not super peppy crazy like I am. Or, you know, like you can imagine Sandra Peter, that's kind of her thing. That's her shtick. And nobody else can try and do it, or you're like, you're just trying to be like Sandra, you know? So it will work for you, I think, eventually. But I think you got nervous, and your first inclination is to kind of back off. And, yeah, so.
Can we stop after I'm just with your gesture?
Really?
And then you would have the, I wouldn't say, but make sure you don't let it show in your face.
Okay. Yeah.
Those will jump all over that.
Yeah.
The thank yous were a good substitute for like the okay.
Dude, that's why you got nervous at the beginning. You were like, I just said it.
Yeah.
again.
Well, then with the kind of disinterested, like it wasn't disinterested, but like with that sort of kind of tone at the beginning, it almost sounded sarcastic. Like, okay, thank you.
Just remember that we are all watching you at a critical level that you won't have when you have you have your own kids and stuff out here, they won't know, but you'll hear yourself. And like, it's funny, there'll be times when I'll do something for a rehearsal and I'll go, thank goodness there's no University of Arizona people here, because they'd all be cracking up, because this is totally Dr. Chamberlain that I'm gonna steal. But when we would do it in front of our conducting class, we'd all kind of roll our eyes. But, you know, I thought it was really great gestural conducting, especially when it got up a little bit higher and there's more rebound to it. Very clear. Yeah. I just want to see that, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, your conducting, when you're conducting an orchestra, is just beautiful and commanding. And so when you have your 6th through 8th grade choir that you're going to do for an extra co-curricular contract after school, same beautiful conducting. Yeah. You probably even could use a baton with this if you wanted to.